Yeah. But yeah, since the old Astro, I remember the old Spear guard. That was absolutely useless.
Yeah.
What did the old spear do before it gave crit?
If you had a spear on you, your abilities got a 10% reduction in cooldown, but only after the spear was applied. So if you used it before, it didn't do anything. If you used it during spear, your buffs would your own abilities would misalign with everything else.
That sounds so bad.
And on top of that, right, it didn't apply to every cooldown, so it couldn't be worked for really beneficial things where it would have an impact like on Hallowed Ground. No, it only worked on a handful of every job, and you had to know which ones it worked for. It was so terrible. No, Waffle. What broke 3.4 Astrologian was 10% balance AoE spread. That's 10% damage, and you could, with Lucky RNG, you could have that running on the party every 90 seconds, was it alright?
I think you could have had nearly full uptime on it.
Yeah, and with Celestial Opposition, you could make that you could increase the duration of it to, I think it was 20 seconds or 30. It was absolutely bullshit. Yeah, completely different to what it is now, and believe me, you don't want that back. Any Astro wants that back is wrong, and they have no opinion, they have no right to speak of game to anything related to the endgame.
Yeah, I remember that we did A9 so with an Astro, and that was like, oh, I've got to give like the full single target bust to someone, and he gave it to me, and even with enmity reductions, I still stole the boss from the tank.
3.4 Astrologian and speedruns back in 3.4, Alexander Creator, was basically speedruns and having all the stars aligning and all the luck in the world was why the fucking #1 speedrun rank was the only group that ever fucking killed A12S on Inception when it was relevant. My understanding, it was never recreated and nobody got close. The difference between #1 and most of the other kill times, well, it wasn't a few seconds, it was like over 30 seconds. It was insane. And that is under tons of layers of RNG from the ass, from the machinist. Because of course you had a machinist and a bard. Oh yeah, the RNG from the bard as well. It was, oh god, it was.
Oh my god, they're running double physical range.
Yeah, which was a thing with Dragoon and piercing resistance down.
They were the best then, Waffle. If you stacked everything onto them, they were the strongest DPS. Period.
There was a synergy back in the day where Dragoons applied the piercing resistance down, which also applied to the raid and buffs them strong.
Machinist got the right open with all the buffs and all the raid buffs and under its pot, Machinist would deal the strongest opener in the game in Heaven's Ward. You don't believe me? Ask Morbid.
How much I like to reminisce about the past.
It's time.
When we like tight on time.
We were a little bit, but again, I wasn't entirely sure how ready we were. But
Proggies is still eating.
Well, there you go. Okay, let's just tell me when you want me to do the ready check. Again, we're not in too big of a tightness on rush for time. We've made good prog this week. Is that okay? Is it okay you're ready? Or is it okay you'll tell me when you're ready check? Come on. Be specific.
Specific.
Okay. Yes, Heaven's Ward was a very, very different time. Like, what if I told you, Waffle, that Dragoon, its Fang and Claw and Wheeling Thrust were entirely random which one was going to come up, but they had the same two different positionals, so you just had to be ready for either of them.
And people complained when that was removed because it's dumping the jobs down.
Mm-hmm. Also, basically, you could be the best bard or machinist in the world in a run, in the best run ever. Like the best run in the history of the fucking game. But if you didn't have a Dragoon in the party, and if that Dragoon let disembowel drop even once, you were not getting a good boss. It just wasn't going to happen. You got miss piercing resistance?
I have no idea how long I've raided without piercing resistance.
For the similar reasons, a warrior was also needed for the slashing think? Or was it ninja?
Something that Waffle would absolutely have never heard of. How about we talk about everyone's favourite substat, and of course I speak of none other than accuracy.
Yay.
What if I told you, Waffle, that once upon a time you had to actually meld accuracy, and if you didn't, you would actually just straight up miss attacks on the box?
On top of that, someone needed to melt for the melee rate, for physical rate because of their pets.
Yeah, the rest of it was for heroes because no matter what they could do, they could never hit the accuracy cap. It wasn't going to happen. So Kiz knows the days of hard casting an arrow free, her strongest attack on paper, and it just missed. And the pot's running and the buffs are running, but it missed. And there's nothing she could do about it. It wasn't worth it to recast it. That window was gone.
What was back in the day also, well, if an attack didn't deal direct damage, it actually had a 100% hit rate. Like
arrow as well, I think.
No, arrow had initial damage, so that's one.
All of them?
Yeah.
Oh, an arrow used to be called virus, and you couldn't abuse it on cooldown. Because basically what happened is when you used it, the boss got like a resistance to it that went over its duration because it was considered too strong at the time.
It was also because it affected both physical and magical at the time. At least on Summoner and Scholar it did.
If I remember correctly, Ari, it reduced intelligence and mind with the trait down by 10%.
It was... If I remember correctly, the initial was it lowered strength and dexterity, and Scholar and Summoner had a threat that it also reduced intelligence and mind.
The Heaven's Word did have some great things though. Every job had a dot. It was amazing. Dots for days. Fucking Scholar and Summoner had a fucking Scholar with White Mage fucking cross classes. Well, I suppose fucking so Scholar had fucking 5 dots.
Do you know the real reason they reduced the amount of dots that they are?
Because, people were crying, it was too big brain.
Because the system, when you are in content with more than 8 players, doesn't support that many buffs or debuffs.
Which is funny now, because that's still a problem in 24-man content and higher.
Yeah.
Less of a problem now.
A little bit, but I don't know, man, you're taking off Reapers in there.
I don't know. Whenever I was in a 24-man instance with my bard, I sometimes just couldn't use my kit because it didn't register my dots.
I don't know, Siegfried, if you'd been there during the Age of Scourge, you'd think differently when it comes to dots.
Yeah, in 24 the rule was refresh your dots when there's 10 seconds left or so, just so they didn't drop and they couldn't override your dots.
That's 70 potency, fucking GCV on demand, 30-second duration sweetness back, if you could.
Dude, like everyone else, I love Scourge's animation, but was it an interesting ability to use? No.
No, I mean, because the thing is, though, like, again, it was a basic vanilla dot, but even basic vanilla dots have their optimization.
Hello, this is ready.
Alright, let's do it. They're ready, Cap, let's rock and roll.
I don't think dot management is compelling.
Also, do you remember Eye for an Eye?
I do. Good old honestly, I realised towards the end of creating, Eye for an Eye was a really underrated utility.
Why did you ready check when I didn't even click ready yet?
Because honestly, boy, I'm not waiting on you.
I see.
You're just going to be ready and you're going to like it. Well, no, yeah, Heaven's Ward, good time. Very good time.
No, I got home at 8, it was just like, I had my Mackie, so I was just stuffing it down as fast as I could.
Let's go over this quickly. Waymarks up, do we remember what we're doing? Remember how we're handling Dark and Fire?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Remember how we're handling Ad Phase with the rotation?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Do you remember the direction we're going with Searing Brand, or was it Devouring Brand? Well, you know where we lose access to a bit of the arena.
Yes.
If remember, guys, we're all going the same direction. If we get the big one, we're going northeast. If northeast is on, it was northeast, right? Yeah.
Yes.
If northeast is we're going. That's towards the number 4. Look for the.
And what's our approach with the puddle? Like, where exactly are we stacking? And then going over or something?
Say that again, though.
Where exactly are we standing, like, with the puddles and shit? How do you want us to?
So, basically, the boss will be dragged to kind of like, I would say, here-ish. We stand, I'm looking at the boss, we stand on the boss's left side and move to the right.
Okay.
Right, does that work for everyone?
Sure.
Right, Stella, get food if you haven't, because I'm starting to No!
My side for ads was east-south?
Yeah, I'm west and north, yeah.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Different opening, yeah.
Start there. Hello? Yes.
Alright, I was supposed to save that.
I thought you didn't want to save it anymore, or shouldn't save it anymore.
I said that before, but then no one really said no. So,
Let's see.
do your first spot.
Oh, right.
Rep?
Yeah,
Don't worry about the healers completely fucked that up as well.
I mean, it wasn't on us, it's fine.
No, yeah.
It still messed it up.
You get something on it?
yeah, I skipped to the white fire part already.
Yeah, same. I was like, okay, where are the markers? Oh.
As Commander Boss is a bit slow, we go, you know, he's an elderly person. We gotta be patient with it.
You gotta be patient with me.
Well, the bard don't give
Ooh,
a
that
shit.
shield.
Very big
Yeah.
shield.
Why does Susie not give us any benefit?
But she just stuff that.
I know. Susie's so mean.
Do I take any damage? Wow. Nope.
Do you want me to tell a bit to the side there, Zephyr, when that happens?
I need to turn it up.
Alright, do you want me to tell a bit to the side when that happens? Stop, I hope that's better.
No, the positioning is pretty comfy.
Oh.
You don't need to move any differently than you do now.
Okay. Is it gonna go up in time? Yeah, okay.
Please still the
Nice. Okay, who didn't hit Frey? I know I did. 100% confirm that.
Well, who was your partner?
I had 6, I think my partner was 9.
I had 2. I should have also had them both.
Remember what Roy said as well? Right here, between where the circle meets the line. Right there.
But you also got 3 and 7 as well, who might be guilty parties.
I know, it was 3 and 7.
I was 7.
Right, we'll let this one go, since it was the first one. Let's just go.
Also, I actually had to stay farther in than that, but that would have only made it easier to hit both.
Sorry, did I not have a good position for the boss?
Yeah, again, that is unlikely to have caused an issue for that particular mechanic.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and be more fine. Do you want Shake or Reprisal at the start? I'm going to assume Shake otherwise.
Can use shake at nice, but like it's not really needed for the damage
Okay.
because everything gets healed up by star and horoscope.
Yeah, easy clap.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, he was tilted.
He should be good now. Good job, guys. Nice. Should be a Buster again soon, if I remember correctly. Yeah. An equilibrium after this. You got that one?
Yep.
You good, man? See if we go over.
I mean, he gets healed back up by the re.
Okay.
Remember, not yet. Alright.
Probably.
Yes.
Oh no!
Goes left to right, is left to right not clear?
Yeah, I'm looked at my position to begin with.
Is this fixable?
Getting waffle.
On this, I'm gonna hold this just in case. Yeah, good thing I did.
Experimental.
Don't have time to pull him back in, get to the middle.
Burn out.
Away from where the hell Roy was that. Because I think he was like on the moving.
I'm sorry. Just got res.
Okay,
Okay.
hit that in.
Quick march positions, quick march
Stay there,
positions.
Roy.
Go. Yeah, you just got yourself killed that one.
Low resing waffle.
Got waffle already.
Okay. Resing cube,
Thanks.
if I can.
That's not north or south, Zeke.
I guess it's not.
Just move him over.
It doesn't matter, actually.
I don't
Yes,
think
it
we're gonna
does.
make the DPS check anyway right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I feel
There's,
bad
Yeah.
because I kind of need to move to that spot. Yeah, just wipe it, guys. Don't waste the time. We're not going to make the chat.
I need to turn the volume of some people up.
Yeah, let me adjust this a bit better towards me. Might help a bit.
Yeah, I need to adjust the Grim down.
Let's see.
None of my settings have changed.
Yeah, I actually did
I don't know.
it again, but this should be fine.
You fluctuate like every night, Grim. Sometimes you're just louder, sometimes you're quieter.
It's just, oh, dude, there's not much. It's finicky. There's not much I can do about it right now
Yeah.
until I get the hopeful better one.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah, let's go.
Remember, when we get Shiva happen with the brand, always go to the same one. We can't split that. Well, we can split, but ideally we want to stay together. happened to you, Waffle?
Don't think it's on time.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for after this. Where's the boss?
Okay.
I need to move the boss, here. Move the boss quickly.
Marvel's connect symbol.
Oh, that's great.
I'm gone. Sorry.
Are you gone?
Yeah, I'm frozen. Sorry.
It's alright.
Oh, at least you don't have long queues.
Just try and resolve it quickly.
It was 40 when I got on.
Okay. No, I'm back. Don't worry.
You sure?
I didn't DC from the game. I just froze. Everything looks okay. So.
That's
But
fine,
we just jumped up to 4 sorries this right here. Very interesting.
Indeed.
We are sorry for this.
Fine.
Number.
I messed that up a minute, so that's fine. G-Rat. Lava.
Thank you, Vickers.
I'm trying, Waffle, I'm doing it, but you still need to read it properly.
I did read it properly. There was just no way for me to make that much distance.
You need to be a bit more careful then, be ready to move how you go.
Buster, don't stand too close to the boss center.
Jesus, alright. Yeah, don't go that far back either. Come on, guys, give me some leeway here.
I mean, you just need to go through the middle. You don't
Yeah.
come closer.
Yeah, I can reprise the list and the boss says it works out.
I can probably double pop the one at the start then, because both my shake and reprisal would have been back up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we might be able to do a double there, so that's handy. Stack up. Big one, northeast.
Stack, all stack.
But why? Because it's gonna explode.
Yeah, it's gonna expand.
Go.
Yeah, you just have to stand a little bit farther away from it.
Left.
I think it's another boss now. I got one.
One.
And that's another fire plume.
Yeah. Just get to the middle, guys. Still in range of the boss. Big.
Big. It's actually convenient. What?
The front, eyes on him. Quick march, quick march, quick march. Go.
Someone is not supposed to be here!
Only got rid. Yeah, that's it.
Do we need to go
Can we go over the
The
position?
problem is the last time I was on the other side, everybody was there. So I
That was
decided to go
because
east.
other people were wrong.
Alright, no point arguing about it, we'll just go over it again, simple as. Alright, draw the line straight down the middle. I'll start. Tanks at the front. Then we have peelers. Quote unquote melee. Which I think we were having die counters one, if you didn't mind.
Yes.
And casters. clear on our lines. They don't even have to be exactly like this, but if you know exactly where you're going, all the simpler, right? And this is not true north. This is looking at the boss. So boss relative.
Nice.
I'm just trying to be assertive and clear. But what am I doing? I'm gonna time
I
this
don't
a
think
little
anyone is complaining.
bit. Are we clear on that? If the middle is glowing?
Yes.
Are we also clear on the line order if the two side heads are glowing? It's the partner system again, in clockwise order. So it was me and Nye first, then it was Siegfried and Ori, if I remember correctly.
It should be correct.
Then it was Morb and Waffle, or was it the other way around?
No, it's
That was
woven
Bob
model.
Waffle.
Yeah, and then it's Roy and Kiss. Alright, we good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go. I'll do one of two calls for it to keep it simple if you can't see the boss in time, just like I've done in UCAP, guys. It works then, it will work here. Quick march, you know what it means. Partner, you know what it means. Is that clear?
Yep.
Yes.
I think for everyone but Waffle, yes.
She'll help her out for UCAP down the line as well, won't it, guys? Shiva? And Starberg. Alright, let me see if we can adjust the boss quickly. There we go. Should be Buster up next. Alright, got Brand up next. Shiva. Wait a bit. Guys, not on the tie edge, not on the tie edge. Remember, I do not have time to actually going back into position yet, so Buster. Fire plume to the middle. Back.
RNG.
As on the boss. Partners. Nice. In position for ad phase.
Assist again, Z.
I'm gonna have to rotate the other way then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Go on. Alright, now spread around the corners. We don't know how this is what's gonna happen. We just know there's gonna be gappers. Sorry, let me help with a shake quickly.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll go opposite of Morb. Sweden.
I have 2 on me.
Oh, we're gonna summon
Yeah,
Zodiac.
you got a
guys.
bird and a person.
Tracy.
Okay.
Okay.
If we...
Oh.
Don't
Oh.
overlap.
I get it.
Yeah.
And to the Res I think it's a bit redundant, though. I'm gonna home now and see what happens. See, I'll buy as much time as I can. I'm gonna lead them on a wild goose chase.
It's probably just a DPS check, right? Before he... I see no meter, though.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
that's right.
simple. So, the person...
We get blunt resist. First things first, I got 2 tethers there, right?
Yeah.
None of those actually killed me, but I did get a blunt resistance down.
Yeah, because the bird that charged towards me, you got killed by it.
No, I know why I died, alright. But I had 2 of them and it didn't kill me, so that would suggest at least for tanks, as long as you do the max distance to get the thing line, you can still take 2. Whether
No,
it's
He
Chris.
had
Oh,
two
he
He
tethers
charges
then.
to you, and then he charges to your partner that it's tethered to.
Krim, I was
You only
tethered
hit
to
once.
Like Krim, you got the first ad, and then I was tethered to you, and your bird went to me.
Okay.
And what Siegfried says.
Right, you
Oh,
guys know let's get this up quick.
Yeah, it's actually pretty simple. So, you see, if you're tethered to a bird, you run opposite of it, and your partner, well, they go like next to where the bird starts. So, let's say clockwise.
Electric slide with tethers.
Well, it's not exactly behind it, but like, for example, the bird that starts on where Phoenix is now charges to me, and then the person who tethered to me stands behind 2. Well, at the end.
Did we see any rules there? Was every tank to a DPS? Was every healer to a DPS? I was with 9.
I don't think that
Good
matters.
Sieg.
It's not gonna matter if you, because it's the bird you're tethered to that matters.
Well, no, because we need to know who's like. Do the ads determine who they're starting with, or do we get to choose?
No, it looks like it'll either be tanks and healers or DPS, because the first time we got there, I was double tethered, so...
Then we can set some rules for that, then, can't we?
Well,
Well,
you just move opposite of the bird you tell.
if the bird starts here, it tethers to the person over here. Yeah, that's 1. And then here stands number 2.
Right.
Can do the same for then here.
So I guess just
Okay.
opposite. Yeah, just either step close or opposite. And if you are close to one, just make sure you're not calling it to line the path. It's that simple, really?
I've
Yes.
got a thing in the paint tool of how I think we should do it. And it's pretty easy.
There are 2 paint tools open, it seems.
Oh.
Waffles.
I open waffles.
Okay,
Yeah,
did you have a
if
nice
guys-
background, though? You have an ugly
Oh.
background. Can't believe
I have,
this.
I have a functional diagram.
Well, I drew it a bit in the other one with a picture, so if you can open both of them.
Yeah.
Just open
They're
rows.
basically the same diagram.
Alright, everyone close waffles, open rows. Keep this simple. We're wasting time. Right, get the arena on quick. Don't make me regret this. Alright. Well, their squiggles look better, I'll say that much. To keep it simple, I would probably say that if you're close to a bird, stand at one of the intercardinals. Actually, can we just have everyone stand at an intercardinal for the roll?
It's you're not looking at the bird. You're just looking at first. Are you tethered to a person or to a bird?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're tethered to a bird, it's simple. Go straight opposite of it. If you're tethered to a person, look to which bird that person is tethered, and then just keep that bird to the right of you.
Yeah.
Just move 1 step clockwise.
Guys, the trick is, it's not about where the birds are, it's about where we are in relevance to each other. We can't be too close to each other.
Another point of note, I do think you have to take a slight step back, similar to handling Crow's Chaser in Wormhole, or the charge back will clip you.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Yeah, follow the wall, guys. If you can move to the side, do so. If not, yeah, take a step back. We'll test it. remember, guys, like, you don't want to be too close to another player because they're going to get hit by a bird and you could get hit by theirs and vice versa. So we want a good spread here while following the rules of the mechanic. Other than that, I mean, there's not much to say. It's not like we can assign spots. The birds are going to choose at random who they tether to.
It still hits very, very spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And ideally, you want to kill like a bird like over here so that a person can step behind it.
First things first, let's not worry too much about the damage on them. Let's get the mechanic done clean, then let's nuke the birds. By the way, the bigger ones hit harder. So I'm saving mitigation for the bigger ones.
No, it doesn't make sense to take them all together. Probably yes, since there's no reason against
We'll
it.
do it together first in the middle, okay?
Yep. Alright,
Right, let's do that again then, guys. Sound good?
Yes.
let's go.
Good, yeah?
No yawning.
No.
I've had a really fucking busy day.
Eva?
Oh, Mobby.
Doing what you're asking for, my dear, but you gotta be quicker than that.
It's literally impossible.
Like everybody else is doing it, so you can do it as well, Waffle.
Exactly what you asked.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you Ethereum manipulate yourself?
Ow!
Right.
She moved like.
Click the middle.
The thing is, Waffle, right? When we get. Okay, I know what you mean when you say I'm not doing exactly what you want. Here's the thing, right? When we get an intercardinal pattern like that, an intercardinal start, I don't know if I can actually move into a cardinal. I'm pretty sure they get overlapped if I try to move too soon. But if I move too late, I get clipped by the middle one.
I mean, I did it just, and it was 6. Okay. Okay.
Sorry, what? What did you say?
It's fine. It's fine.
No, no,
What
no.
was the if you did it? Check that.
Yeah, I did that, exactly that. When it's an intercardinal pattern, moving into a cardinal, I do it every single time, and it works.
Okay, we'll try it then. It doesn't look safe to me though.
It does, I do it all the time because I...
Well, which one do you do? Do you do the one in front of it or the one behind it?
The second
It bugs.
explosion. You go to the second explosion.
Okay, good to know.
Because otherwise you'll get hit by the rear one. Because they overlap. By going to the intercardinal, you risk getting hit by the last one.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I was just listening.
Ah!
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Also need to create a sorry counter for her.
Just a bit eager, I guess. Big one?
I was about to say we'll probably not only get the big one.
Yeah, way too early. Small bird.
Dude, that snapshot is fucky.
Yeah.
Buster.
Alright. Noise slightly tilted to the side, but okay. Big one. Oh no. Buster. Middle. That's on the boss. Okay, quick march. That's not south, was it?
Yeah, but no one ever said east, south to east.
It doesn't matter which way you do it, as long as they get done.
I mean, we did say before.
Not both.
They both die in the same place while we're...
Yeah.
Both died in the same place.
I want to heal that's a shield that's maybe.
A wiper, guys, wiper. Okay, who nuked them in both the same spot, but they just not moved.
They weren't moved.
No, yeah, we said that we want to grab them, then pull them both north, and then pull them two at north, two at south, so then we drop one and we rotate clockwise. If you can't do that because of waves, that's fine, I'll just rotate anti-clockwise, it doesn't matter to me. Or I'll just
That
stay
wouldn't
in
be
east.
rotating clockwise.
Well, yeah.
If I moved from east to south, which is what I've been doing, that is clockwise.
No, you've moved south to west, Steve.
I literally asked if I have south and east at the beginning.
You grab the ads south and east, you pull them south. Once is killed, you move clockwise.
I'm not gonna lie, I understand his confusion because that is
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is weird, but
It's fair.
I mean, it
Oh.
doesn't matter, yeah.
At least we got it now.
I'll leave this uncommented.
But yeah.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna say, it doesn't matter to me how we do it. If he wants to start on east and go south, that's fine to me. It's fine. I'm shocked that I didn't.
Starbursters.
Mhm.
Okay, the timing works.
Shiva. Not too close to the edge. Go. Wildbird. Busters. In the middle. Go out. Quick march. Go. Do you guys want me to save shape for that specifically?
Okay, I'll take them south and move them to west.
Oh, false.
Yeah, it's not sad, technically.
Fuck it then. They're here. Deal with it.
Dude, that's east. That's not south.
Zeke, you can move that.
Move, Zeke, move,
Look,
Zeke.
Don't touch it. Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's bad.
Just run into the wall, guys. It's gonna be a lot. Did you think that was south this whole time?
Nope.
Then why'd you go east when you said you were gonna take them south?
I don't know, because the markers are done for that kind of orientation.
Do we want to?
No, all.
Yeah. I ain't going there, man. I'm not going there. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter.
So what mitigation are we using for the transition there as well?
Tell me.
There will be shields.
Huh?
Probably holders.
Do you want to shake before the
I remember.
broom hit? Or do you want to shake before the puddle hit or afterwards? Yes, no.
Before the puddle hits, I would say,
Alright.
because it's quite heavy damage.
Except it's not deadly though.
It's not deadly, but it's still quite heavy damage. Wait, why did they have such a big shield for that buster?
You're the prime target for applying it.
Shiva?
No?
Starbird. There, I did it, I nailed it, no more bitching now.
Okay, that'll be a new thing.
If I get hit by that again, Waffle, you're literally breathing. So. N-White's giving me 6 tonight, I'll tell you that, guys.
Wait, why? Interesting.
That thing up.
What's this? Ah, got one shade, sorry, that was obviously. Apologies, I won't have it for the face.
Okay.
Down. Big one. All the way to the edge now. Starboard. Busters. Give me one. Middle. Oh, Lord, that might have been a bit like moving a lot of direction just in case.
We're good.
Partners. Add phase. Hill up to the middle for heals. There is an opening one away with you.
Okay.
What happened?
That's unfortunate. Oh
You got
well.
it, don't worry.
Come out, away, Jake. Alright, spread out a bit, see your covers.
It's too close, I can't get that to the right.
Okay.
Oh,
What happened?
The bed I was tethered to needed to be further out. I couldn't get the solid purple line.
Who were you tethered to?
I don't know.
So we need to get the birds on the very, very tight edge then.
No,
Not
you
tight
don't
edge,
need the
but a bit-
bird because you need to step behind the bird.
yep.
It is possible to.
Wait. So, sorry, Jez. What was the issue exactly? You couldn't break the line because.
I couldn't get far enough. I was literally right on the fucking edge. I couldn't break it.
Maybe one of the birds was.
Bears was too close.
Middle than the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the north one was killed a bit closer to the middle than usual.
Yeah, the birds have need to be close to the edge, but not.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah, you want to like at the edge of this circle so that the person can step in the outer one.
Yeah. This here seems about right. Also, there's a lot of time to adjust your positioning, so
It's fucking my luck. I have to control damage and I have a fucking IR that comes up right there.
yeah, it's kind of janky, honestly. I will see.
Shiva? Starboard. Buster. That's convenient. Not using shape this time.
don't know how I'm getting.
Armor. Costa. Fennel. Shiva. Quick march. Oh, God, you said that. Oh, yeah, we're going back in there as well.
Ah.
Oh, hold on. One sucks. Anyway.
Let's work.
Looks like it's working.
Okay, it worked.
Two people were too close.
You have to step out at the first bird charges you.
Okay.
Holy fuck. Zikri, do you want to stand off here and let me take them all? Like,
Yeah, I can. I'm dropping it.
How did me and Knight die?
I'll give you TBN.
I got hit by my blood because I didn't step out.
Getting 30.
Okay. Oh, enrage.
Maybe you still be 2 on these? Since we...
We would have made that if we didn't have 2 DPS though.
Yeah. But it does seem a good spot for a Kestrel B.
Question is, can we kill them all together?
Yeah, seems like it. All they were doing was the A1.
No, we didn't kill them. Like, if we kill them together in normal, that gives them the buff to the boss.
We cannot answer that question right now.
First do it, then see it.
I asked that question when we don't know.
Sorry, can someone please explain what they mean with step out after your bird?
Do you remember how when Cruise Chaser,
Just explain it to me without anything else. Sorry.
Alright, I'm here, right? Bird just charged me. Right, he's gonna charge to another person, right? You might get, if you don't move left or right, kind of like with Cruise Chaser, you might get clipped as it's charging to the other person.
Don't move left, move right, because left is the other person that's headed to the person on the other side.
It's Cruise Chaser, simple explanation, it's Cruise Chaser charge. Do you guys all understand what that means?
Yes. Well, no, because we didn't do T, right?
So is it okay to finish Kestrel B2 just to get them down for now?
No. We have 2 DPS dead, I want to see it done with all DPS alive, is that clear?
Oh, that way you can just check if that die together matters.
If someone dies, you can cast the LB, is that fine?
Yeah.
If no one's dead, do not touch the LB. Should not be necessary, they were already quite low with 2 DPS dead and a bunch of fucking damage downs. Yeah? Oh, it's so finicky, Starbird.
Don't talk that you got hit by this.
Like sometimes you have to get clipped by it, sometimes you have to clip, sometimes
Yeah.
you
I've started to pay very close attention to how close my blood weapon is to the actual activity of the boss when the fight starts.
It's not
And
reliable. It's just not reliable.
It's just a stupid window.
What's that?
That should work. Okay.
Did it again, oh my god. Don't stop reacting to AoEs, shake it off, goddammit. Don't stop using mitigation, I know that's hard. I'm gonna stack up. Shiva. Not too close. Go. Starbird. What's that?
Uh-oh.
What happened? So then I'll stack up. I didn't accidentally I didn't accidentally steal yours, did I?
You did, but it's fine.
Yeah, I think the angle of the pie was just bad.
Yeah. For sure.
Quick march. Guys, give me a chance to fuck it. Guys!
My fault, absolutely.
Say that felt way too much damage on
Yeah.
them.
That bird just melted.
Yeah.
That's because we had a third person on it.
Yeah, you had another DPS.
I have any release there and I'm having to be careful with it. Come on!
Yeah, sorry. Absolutely, just stupid mistake from me.
Okay.
Also, yeah, we need to tighten up the positioning preceding the busters that follow other mechanics.
Yeah, guys, you gotta give it some leeway there.
It's a bit janky right now.
Please, stack up hard after that, please. Stack on waffle if you're not sure. Sure, it has ley lines up there. Stack up. Shiva. Barbird.
Okay.
Fire time.
Three is immune.
Which one?
3.
I know that for a fact. But feel free to check. It was my pawn number 3. I was number 3.
I'm still alive.
I was 6 and I did it, I think.
No, you shouldn't have been there. If you were 6. It's
No, he would be. No, he would be here today.
Yes, he would be there.
The side, yeah, other side. Who was number 7?
Travels.
Well, this one we are checking, so check it.
Sure, I can.
Once is one thing, 2 is another. Again, dead center of the time, guys. Don't like do it if you bloody have to. It's not hard.
Okay, I'm streaming it.
Okay, I'll try to see if I can get it in FF looks as well.
I'm not looking at my string because I was number 5, so I was opposite end. I probably won't see it.
And
As far as I can see, at least Moby did it correctly.
I'm up first on it if you want to roll. I'm the second one on it.
You're the first one on.
Siegfried hit it. Pretty sure I hit it.
I was on 1 anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Only one I'm unsure about is like the eastern side, which I don't have a good view on. So I can't really help there with footage.
Sorry. I'm trying to check the battle log while I was checking the backbox.
yeah, but it's kind of hard to check this of the thing.
No, battle log doesn't help.
Now I can't see the first 2. I can barely see the last 2.
I was bird's eye viewing it, so I
Hold
will
up.
the other side.
Yeah,
So
my
if it's-
cam was barely bear's eye block.
If it's done correctly, there's the cast and then 2 fires take damage, right?
Yes.
Fire don't take damage at all. It's a debuff that changes on them. There's no damage event in
Yeah,
FF log.
he's right, it's not damage. Yeah, they have a
And that makes it. Let's see. Then the second.
The only reason I want to check is because if this is happening, that suggests that there is still an inconsistency with the spot people need to go to.
The spot works, which they should go to.
I'm not blaming the spot, right? I'm blaming people's inability to get it done correct. The spot is as obvious as it could be. It's the dead centre of where we're fucking standing right now. Well, where 3 of us are standing. Well, 2 of us actually. Waffle's a bit ahead.
That spot still works, and actually makes it easier to hit both of them, so it's whatever.
I still on the arc as well.
It's not particularly tight.
Nope.
Well, point being is that as long as you're dead centre, whether you're slightly ahead where Waffle is or in between the 2, you should hit them. There's no way you should not hit them. We've done it multiple times.
Also, I'm gonna be that guy and point out we have 46 minutes left.
Yeah.
That's probably a good thing to take mind of.
Alright, let's go.
By the way, we're pulling for anybody who's tapped out. I'm willing to take the fall for that, but because like honestly, I don't see if I hit it or not. I don't pay attention anymore.
Or you even on that side?
I don't know, maybe.
You probably should try and pay attention to that a little bit. Not for your overall position, because it is kind of paramount. Waffle.
Yeah, but I just focus on the position, not whether I hit it or not.
That's solid.
I thought.
Well, if you focus on the position, then you should be fine. Nice. Oh, that's white. Okay, well, what's happening?
I'm being bad at the game.
Do you need a minute, Walker?
No. I just need to not place an AoE directly in the middle of the party.
You need to splash your face or something, Waffle, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
I'll get this. I just need to practice it.
Alright, but have another death like that, you're taking a minute, because at that point you're obviously tilting. Is that clear? So we've already made a good bit of prog, which is something. Stack up. Get out. Give him a clip, man, Jesus. I need to try something different now.
Now you're 3.
Oh my god, nice!
It looked like a 1 to me. I was looking at my character. It looked like a 1.
Well, it was not a one.
Okay.
Come on guys, wake up. No, it's Monday, but still. Come on, you're better than this.
Just in case, but I believe that I wasn't a 1.
What did you just say?
I saved some footage, but just in case, I believe that I wasn't a 1.
Fine. It wasn't a hit at you, it was whoever screwed it up.
I saved the footage so that I can check why I didn't see it.
Honey?
It's fine, we got time, we're good.
You guys trading tethers?
No, it wasn't me. He lost his on his line when I was on my way to get mine. Stack up. Shiva. Starbird. Oh, he's already in position. Okay. Oh, why did you? Okay, that's fine. That's good enough. Apologies for the slight tilt, guys. Buster. Stack up. Stack up in the middle. Get out. On the guys on the boss. Quick march. Go. Right, add phase. Ready? To the middle for heals.
I'll drop grid.
To the middle, bring him to me.
Ignite.
Thrall can boost an equilibrium with that. Why am I missing two of them? Oh, they keep established aggro's in phase.
Oh.
We can make it.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm gonna assume there's a heavy AoE coming, so...
That's not bad. Oh! These guys.
Oh, the fuck is it? Alright, we don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing. Just...
Oh, that's buff.
Yeah, we're there.
Yes, I will
Yeah.
muzzle this.
Let's test it first. Mitigation, just throw mitigation in it.
What mode?
Nope.
Yeah, they have to be killed together. Alright, they have to be killed separately then. Yeah, that's fine. So now,
With the mitigation, and I didn't use any personal one, I took 44k. I think we can just take 2 together each.
yeah.
That makes sense too because the aggro is
Also, I'm not sure, but I think you can actually target them already when they're still doing their tethers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Alright, no, we'll do it the same way, guys. We'll just, as soon as they stop doing that charge, we pull them together, we nuke one, we do it in the same order, okay?
Okay.
Well, we have 2 packs of 2, so we'll just go from where we're closest and
Yeah,
keep them on
makes
opposite sides of the boss.
We'll keep an eye on each other's positions as well, to make sure we don't rotate in the same direction.
It's pretty interesting because that was close with AoE, so it's going to be pretty difficult with single target.
I'll be honest, I am kind of convinced that with like extremely high mitigation and shields thrown, that DPS could survive that because tanks did. But Phoenix did keep the damage on buff, so that's just going to make the rest of the fight hell anyway.
Yeah, they didn't seem
It
to be
was
a time.
90k with all that mitigation on me, so...
Yeah, I took like 100 something K, so no.
And as we established as well, I couldn't steal aggro on the other two because they keep their mitigation, so they keep their aggro. So,
Gotcha.
well, I was struggling to get them off you, dude.
And we know how we have to do it now. It's already worth a lot.
Yeah, well, we're already having issues with the snapshot on Fireburn. Can you pull out, please? Back up. Team up. Armored. Get ready for flames.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's see the timer here.
Stack up. You ready to move? Team up. Okay, guys.
Oh,
Oh, we're not sticking to this.
Not with the Shiva.
yeah, no.
My bad.
Oh, well.
No.
Yeah.
Don't die. My bad. Listen.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
I'm right on you, stop moving.
Yeah, I was waiting. Oh.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into the wall. I just saw people trading tethers over there.
Sorry,
I'm in close to a healer, and I thought I'm safe. But I suddenly was not.
If you have a tether.
The tether was on me, and then I literally saw Z grab it, and then it just jumped through everybody else as they were all in his way. Because I didn't move.
Yeah, we're just gonna... Apologize. So at that point I was like, okay, this is fucked. I'm just gonna take this to the healers.
Luckily, I was on the other side.
As always, now you cannot collateral.
It's my bad, my reflex hits are a little too quick, unfortunately.
Yeah, that would going that way risked us getting hit by Shiva mechanics.
Really? You don't say, kids? Like, I hadn't considered that the moment I was on the spot. I know.
I was extremely shocked to see that.
I was literally saying, please don't be Larbo, please don't be God, damn it.
I mean, you could make it with sprint if you were fast enough. I did it.
Yeah, but...
Well, I'm happy you did it.
I also made it.
See?
Stack on.
You can literally jump to people, Waffle.
Yellow.
I love it when my sprint doesn't go off.
Star mode. I really do.
Not gonna lie, my dude, that looked janky.
Yeah. Dude, I don't even do it. I'm just experimenting at this point because of the damage now.
Yeah.
And what I've established so far is I really do not like that snapshot. Sometimes it feels like it's taking a century, other times like, oh, never mind.
Oh, it reminds me of Cloud, actually.
Reminds me of Emerald Weapon, I don't like that.
Tense.
What's that? All yours. Stack up, guys. Come on, get your fat roll ass in the pile.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah. Together. Well, we don't need much space, so you don't have to tease it, guys. We don't need much space. Starbird. Maybe 9 needs a bit of space now.
I got 9.
Buster incoming.
Whatever.
Sorry, is it great? It's not good. When the party is like that, I can't do shit now. To the middle, guys. Get your asses to the middle. Did you walk into the middle?
No.
Oh no.
That's really bad.
Partners. How the fuck did you get in?
I don't know. My dead corpse was not on the wall as well, if you remember.
Yeah, that was weird.
behind us.
There's also star down.
No, 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 no. No. Please hurry up and pass. Well, there goes my all. That sucks.
Rip.
This part isn't on the pass, I'm pretty sure.
It isn't, but you
Still
don't want
pass.
to shit just too much. Yeah, it should be good.
But
I feel like that was not the right one.
there was something strange.
I was the
I
first.
had no one to my left.
No, I thought I was the second one there. That's my bad. Well, it's the second one I was not. I was the first one. Thought that was weird. It was my bad. My bad. For my part, at least. I don't know if anyone else does, but I definitely did. There's so much tethers, so many fucking tethers. I there's an army of tethers.
Okay.
Look at what's coming out of your body.
I saw that.
You can also look at if you have two tethers, you're tethered to a bird. If you have one tether, you're tethered to a person.
No, I had two tethers there. The problem was, I thought I was the second one, not the first.
Yeah, if you have two tethers, you're always the.
No, that's not been true.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Because it means you've got the bird first.
Oh, yeah, I get what you guys mean. I get what
And you were literally stood next to your bird.
you don't say, Kiss. If only I had realised this sooner, right? Things may have gone different. Back up.
In another universe, in another time.
By my superpower, Captain Hindsight.
Yeah, it's not possible. It's not that. Decided to test, could I sneaking in the extra GCV was no longer the way to
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I went over it in my head and that wouldn't make sense.
Well, I just tried it before you do this, it's not good. It's
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
It was scary.
Buster. There's always one close to the wire, I swear.
It's everybody attacking the one to the left of their number.
They fucking validate. It's not exactly big brain.
Well, it's because the last one is having its vulnerability drop a second later than the rest of them.
I don't think it was the last one that was.
That was 3 that was left.
Yeah.
Stack up. Go. Wildbird. Buster. Give it some space. Stay stacked. Good job, folks. Middle. Out.
I got that off, you bastard.
Whatever. Quick march. You've got to stop moving very quickly on this one. going across the grid, I'll grab the one cross. Afterwards, I'm going to move left and right on my side.
Again, I don't think we actually need to separate them that way.
I think we might.
Okay.
Is the damage buff?
Yeah.
Guys, kill it!
Don't let it out of my range!
Well, and yeah, they're already enraging.
But they need
If we're
to.
doing single targets, we're not gonna make that.
Seems like cast that seems like starting an AoE and then separating them as they get halfway might be the way to do it.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, let's do that.
Also, don't forget you can already damage them while they are doing whatever.
When they're in position as well.
Huh?
When
Yeah.
they're doing whatever shit, you can attack them.
Alright, by the way. Oh wait. Yeah.
Was there anyone who wasn't hitting them while we were dealing with tethers? Because you can.
I was trying to hit them as much as possible, but maybe not 100% uptime because of all the dashing.
But I mean, no, once you obviously the mechanic comes first, but yeah.
Also, how are we handling our bursts at that point?
Yeah, 2 minutes to look during that phase.
Might not be the best time for it though, since we're getting spread out as well.
Yeah, I say hold. Oh! Sorry. I was thinking about the fucking blast. Ow. Starburn. Yeah, made it this time, but it was so down to the fucking wire. One of them on south was missed, and the one at Fraser was missed again. I had number 2.
I missed 7.
7 missed it.
I don't think I did. I was in my spot.
Oh, right.
I think it might have been me.
How?
Well, I was in position, but I noticed that the number 3 fire was like centered. It was next to the edge, and since I don't have an indicator when it is exploding, I didn't know if I was hitting it or not. I didn't want to go too far to the left, or I would risk missing 2. So I wasn't sure.
Everyone should be dead center of the markers. But there's some people who aren't. Oh, I can already see this fight's going to be fun in Lucas.
We're gonna be fine.
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 He knows what he did.
He knows exactly what he does.
And I would do it every time again. No regrets.
It's fucking no holding back, no dying, no strength, no loss. This is how Savage should look. Right into it, stack up. Out. This time it didn't work. It's not reliable. But it's just not fucking reliable.
I'm starting to think like moving my gap closer out of buffs for this isn't worth.
It's not. I'm thinking we should just eat the monster.
Yeah, if we have to clip anyway.
It's just it's not reliable.
Okay, I won't hit any of them then. Fucking hell, they melted.
Did you see me obliterating all that cluster?
Yes, I did. You did a very nice spin.
Siegfried, you went a different way.
Yeah, I saw the way the Tempest were positioned, and that's why I went to the other side.
Yeah, but normally you, because I just run straight through and that's been fine.
I wouldn't have been there.
Oh, sorry. Also, I'll ask one more time, please, when the busters are coming, please stack up. Alright?
I was moving, I was pretty much stacked up.
No, you weren't, alright.
I was like right next to the party. That wouldn't have mattered at all.
Well, it kinda did there.
The tether would have been the same way on Zeke since he was to the left of you.
Well, we'll have to quickly pull out after this one.
Oh.
I mean, we won't make it.
Maybe
have
do
enough
that because we'll add. Yeah, we'll have.
Yeah, we won't make it. Like, ad phase is already like 3 minutes in, so...
Also, I understand. Like, not now. Like an hour or so ago, I understood what happened during the ad phase and my orientation. I was under the illusion that the boss would always be north for the charge, but it wasn't.
Makes sense. Yeah, that happened to me 1 or 2 times.
Nope. He can, if Duke rules dude, he can dive from wherever the fuck he feels like it.
Yeah, no, I just always look for free because I can immediately AoE the ads.
Yeah, that's why I said at the start that it's boss relative, not true north. Because even if he was, I just assumed he wasn't. Safer assumption, really. But when I want to find North, I just look for 1 and 2. Works for me.
Yeah, well, that's how I orientate myself for the ad. I just aim for 1 and 2, so I'm hitting the right one from the start.
Yeah, like I said, I'm looking for free. That works for me. That's where I need to be. And also that grind.
Orientation is the least of our issues there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try and veer a bit to the right when I'm standing in front of the party.
No, it's not that big of a deal. It's just this time, for some reason, when you went to the other side and I went and I did my usual movement, I picked up yours. I don't know if that was because you went further, which caused the delay in the movement. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Like, what should have happened is if you move to the middle, obviously the tether that is farther to the right. But the game disagreed, so I don't fucking know.
Anakin, because with Ari being like hard on the opposite, well, not hard opposite you, but in the other direction from you, it caused me the game to register me as grabbing yours because it was closer or some sort of bullshit like that.
Now, all I know, tethers in this game are jank.
Janky.
Yeah. We have them on busters now. That I do not like. I'll be honest.
Welcome back to Yukon.
No, Tempest Wing wasn't a buster.
It was a buster, wasn't it? Like, if a DPS would take it, they would die.
It's a soft buster, yeah.
Shiva?
But it didn't need the mitigation that, say, a flatten or even a flare breath did.
No, we did not.
Thank you, Grim.
What? What'd I do? Also, more cardiac.
Oh, right. I could Icarus to you. You were next to my spot.
Okay. Cool. I'll finish it while you stand.
Okay. Oh, AoE for me, fine.
Busters.
Are you allowed to? Busters indeed.
But I wanna.
That's an interesting position there, Wolfo.
He wants to pad his damage.
You know, no matter how close down to the wire is, I'm just going to make sure you're out of the way every time. If that scares the crap out of some of our team, so fucking be it. That's that.
Yeah, let's
Sorry,
just
Zeke.
do.
I hope that didn't mess anything up.
It didn't there.
Stack up. As far as I'm concerned, Siegfried, you're like, making sure you're out of the way is more important. The rest of the guys can shit themselves for like that.
As long as I as long as I don't die, I don't care.
I mean, you do the same for me, right?
And yes, to that question.
Started. Busters. Stay together, guys. What the fuck are you doing over here?
I'm left again.
To the middle, guys.
So much more.
It is. Quick march. Go. God, I can even do the same movement. Did you see that one? It's literally my quick march movement.
If it reminds you of Yukop in any way, that means it's good.
I'm not even kidding, dude. It's not even funny how much it reminds me of it.
Which is oddly fitting, considering it's a Phoenix.
It is. Makes you wonder if it's intentional, am I right?
No, might be.
I would say yes.
Alright, fuck them up, guys. God, gift for them, finally, yeah.
In other side.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, what?
I couldn't see it,
This is weird.
Oh, I'm not.
You took so long to get that all right, I couldn't say.
That was really weird.
I started next to the birds.
I'm not saying I'm blaming you, but can you see why I couldn't
Oh.
see it?
I
am I
started
even-
next to the where I had to go.
Alright,
I did that.
I'm not blaming you, but can you understand why I wasn't sure?
Yeah, sorry about that, Zeke. I think my partner was in the wrong spot.
Couldn't see my partner, Tabba.
I
Alright.
think. I don't know, sure. I don't know.
You have a lot of time to grade on those. What the hell?
Why we're probably not counting anymore.
Well, they're not counted because there's some bullshit padding strats on it, but... I mean, I'm talking about the part of the fight where they spread out because of how we do the mechanic.
Ah, that one, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically we have 2 people on each part. We can keep hitting them.
Oh guys, we still got a handful of outposts left on us. Let's do it. See if we can
What it is.
and then move on to the juicy parts of the fight.
Let's kill some puppies.
Although I think it's a very solid phase 1.
It's not half bad that phase, I just like the whole, like, you know, I'm not a big fan of the damage control aspect, considering a lot of bursts are available.
It's a bit ultimate, honestly.
You might feel different on the best, but also.
Damage good is bad. I'm just gonna burn this here.
Ow. What the fuck? Oh my god.
You look way early in there.
Yeah.
There's no Minix. Oh, they matters now.
Three is offset again.
No,
I think
they
we
didn't.
might have missed it.
No, Frick's fine. Frick's covered.
Oh.
Guys? Guys?
I tried to get it at the last minute, but I'm a Casta, so.
Everybody aim for Freda.
I'm just doing 2 because I was null.
I'm supposed to go for 3.
You said 3 was off center. Who are the people up front?
There's only 2 people at 3 at all times, Grim.
Yeah, it's me and Bottle.
Alright, one of you two then, if that's happened again, is messing that up, and you're either moving too early or you're getting there too late. Knock it off. Is that clear?
Yep. I just said it just to warn people who are placing POVs.
I'm just saying the exact answer of how to fix the problem. It's very
Yeah,
simple.
and it made me think I'd missed it when it first went out, but it turned out it didn't because it got nuked to high hell.
Is it harsh? Absolutely, but this has happened twice now, and it's a very simple thing. It shouldn't have needed to have happened twice. Do we not agree?
Mm-hmm.
Back up. Out. Okay.
Grim, please.
Roy, the damage now doesn't matter right now.
The damage is just...
It doesn't matter if you know it doesn't right now. So why are you mentioning? I'm not going to die, Roy.
Jeez.
I'll stop.
Bam, bam, bam. Bye.
What?
What?
There was
But
still a
I was
pun
not
tether
taken.
on a party.
Well, I saw it on me. How far back was it? Or did somebody fucking move as I moved out?
No, everybody
you
stood
didn't
still.
We were like sheep waiting to be slaughtered.
How far back was the party there then?
That doesn't have anything to do with it. It's a tether.
You
As
guys
long as
saw
we're
me-
all in line with each other, it doesn't matter how far back we are.
You told me run ahead to grab it, did you not?
No, everybody stood still.
So you didn't then?
No, everybody stood still.
I did my positional, but I moved back, hit myself back so I wouldn't pull it.
We can
And I
take
never
a
saw
look
it on me
at,
up the side.
after the night.
Yeah.
I went ahead for it. I don't know what to tell you.
Tethers.
I hate them so much.
Any second now. Any second now.
Can we go back to like fucking aggro-based double busters things?
No, yeah, then you're still gonna die.
No, I'm not a ninja anymore.
It's an AV, right?
I mean, at that point, you guys know where you are. Then again,
You're forgetting my personal meme.
I trust you, Z.
DPS mitigation.
I
Yeah, that's
trust
your
you.
mistake.
I know it's my mistake, but I still trust you.
Alright.
You up? Marmot?
Yeah. It looks like I can't read that one, but I can.
This is a new version of a forbidden GCD.
Personally, I just don't experiment on it, so why would I give me shit for it?
I mean, it's fine, like, if you experiment on it, but if you fail it, like, 5 times in a row, then...
I'll experiment as well.
That doesn't feel like experimenting it.
It's not gonna kill me.
Oh man, I'm so glad they gave those ads one Xenoglossy of health. That feels really nice.
What's that? Back up. Team up. Hold. Move.
Now what's the flow?
Armored.
Bust is immediately after.
Yeah, that's it.
That's okay. We have time to adjust there.
Lucky that sheep or whatnot, we would have failed that. Quick march. Go. Alright, axe time. Time for heals. Right, smack them up. Together, all together.
Okay, I'll move them to 3 and 4.
I'll go between ones. And pull that now, pull that now, pull that now, pull that now. No, exit free.
Yeah, I even tried helping you a lot.
I had and his health didn't go.
Did you pop mitigation quickly?
Yep. Rampart and Oblation were active.
Uh,
It's fine. No, it's fine. You
I
might
got 2 draws back to back and died.
I even was supporting you, Norm.
Want to try one more or stop here?
this is it.
Is that okay? Does anyone more or what?
I think that's the answer.
Well, I couldn't hear what he said. What did you say?
He said this is it.
That could mean, as in, this is the last one.
No, but definitely sounds like this is it.
Okay, days.
Mm-hmm. Give me the bad days, guys.
First day is a late.
Friday would be a late. Monday would be a no.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll say tomorrow then. Weeklies and get back to the birdie pod. Wednesday, and I guess since thingies are late, we have options really.
Might get Friday as a full one. I'll tell you that now. It depends if I get a half day or not.
I was going to say Friday anyway, kids, because if I do Thursday, that would count as 4 raid days in a row, and then we'll be wine at night. So
it's a late for now. Might change.
What are the days again? Like what are the...
Tuesday, Wednesday normal, Friday down as a late, possibly a normal. It depends. TBA. All right. Cool. And remember, guys. Again, ideally we want to kill the fight next week, so let's really get on that prog. We're only like just under halfway into the fight, maybe, because the boss has still got a lot of HP.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not even half. Probably about a third.
Yeah, so that tells me he's still got a lot of toys left to throw a shot.
Also, the thing that happened with the tethers multiple times, it's Grim taking Zeke's tether. I just confirmed that.
Wasn't the one that happened then, Roy?
No, that's also what happened then. I just looked
Thank
it
you,
up.
everyone, and good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Night-night.
See you guys tomorrow.
Okay, so I just took a look at the damage graph. The individual attacks from the sunbirds aren't that dangerous. The last 7 seconds of the fight before my death, I took 62k in terms of damage. I have 76 max HP. Here's what I can do. I know for a fact that the charge consumes TBN, so I can go in with essentially max HP as soon as they become active after the charging. And then I can pop the cities earlier than I did there, and that should keep it stable. But the overall damage intake actually isn't that overwhelming, so I'm not sure what happened there.
If it's a bit overwhelming there, I have a simpler solution.
Maybe they do a buster.
They do not.
No, they don't, man. It's just autos. They're just a little spicier than when they're smaller, but that's it.
I'm just gonna look if I can see what happened with Zeke there.
The simpler solution. She was living dead first.
Who's gonna heal him?
You know how you don't have a macrocosmos though?
I guess I can.
Well, then what's the problem?
Locks me out of using it other places.
Such
You don't want to use macrocosmos on 4 targets?
Yeah, wouldn't you want to do that there anyway?
Just a second.
And for the record, the one where it stayed on the team, Siegfried with the boss that Siegfried got hit by his, so I didn't steal his then. That's not what happened.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Zeke's health just doesn't go up.
Am I
even
hit
throwing.
by the heals?
He shouldn't have all 4.
He should be.
He shouldn't have all 4 because I'm pretty sure I took damage and we've established that they keep their aggro. We've literally proved it.
Yeah.
Like, I essentialed him, and then he went back to, like, very low health immediately again. Are you using, how is it called again? Bloodwedding in that phase, Grim?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, that's probably why Grim is staying so high health then.
I don't know if I have it ready immediately there. I'll check quickly in the footage.
Because else I don't know why Zeke is taking it so horribly compared to Grim if you're not using Bloodwedding.
I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah. Like I said, the damage equivalent, the total damage equivalent to my max health happened over like 10 seconds. So
the important thing is we did the mechanic successfully, so we know that twice, so we know it works fine.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing is, we're kind of exhausted from our resources from the first phase because of all the AoE damage. Rain.
Oh, I see what
And
happened.
the birds themselves also hurt.
I see what happened.
What happened?
Siegfried, did you use provoke during this phase?
I don't think so.
So something must have happened, dude, aggro-wise, because you have 3 of those ads on you. I only have 1.
Maybe it was because it was next to one of the ones that were on you and it pulled it onto him.
Oh, let me check actually, because I should be able to see the cast here.
Yeah, so here's what. No, I'm looking at it right now. When we start attacking them, right, one of them I actually lose aggro on. There must be one you're standing next to, and you must just rip everything into it, dude.
There is no provoke cast.
Then what's happening, dude, is if you had a lucky situation where you didn't have to move, so you could keep attacking the one you're next to, right?
Yeah.
If you dumped a ton of shit into that, it must have been just enough to steal it off me.
Yeah. That must have been the one I attacked before they were charging. That makes sense.
Yeah, because I also see 3 birds facing you specifically, Zeke. So I think that's why you were taking so much damage.
It should be safe to remove tank stance.
The thing is, I didn't have that option because I had to run across from mine.
Guys.
Yeah, I simply take off tank stance when we are still singles targeting them prior to the charge, and it's okay.
I found out what happened in that one poll where we couldn't find out what happened.
What do you mean? Which mechanic?
Where one of the ads stayed invuln because it wasn't hit.
Yes.
Apparently, because Waffle was standing on hotspot, but that ad was a little out of the center, so it wasn't hit.
So it was the 3 curse again.
Yes.
I see.
The question though is, who is messing that up? That's all I care about. I'm gonna take a guess because of Black Mage bullshit that it's Waffle. But I'll be honest, because it could also arguably be more sidecasting too early as well. Or Waffle sidecasting too early.
Because
Check the footage. If you have the footage, find out. Can you get a POV on them?
I'm in an expert right now, so I can't look, but I can look after. But then again, I'm standing with Ukrim, so I wouldn't see it.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, so what raid towns are we looking at here?
So I boil down to what I said now. Either one of those two is moving too late or too slow. Hell, could be
I
both.
assume so, yeah. Because she seems to be standing on the spot. Like, she doesn't look like she's not.
It can happen if you move too early. We saw that happen once.
She was standing the whole time.
But Bobby, are you trying to sidecast out of that? I'm curious.
Out of what?
When Dark and Flame happens.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Sorry, what?
Look at the picture I posted, right?
Oh god, let me open Discord.
Sorry.
Yes.
Tell me what's wrong about it. Tell me, is there something wrong about that, Frey?
No? Hard to tell.
No, I don't think that's hard to tell at all. Look at the two for comparison.
And that's one of the lopsided ones. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah. I need to know more. Are you attempting to get into an early position to
No.
You're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not placing them wrong.
Well, I have to ask because I don't know without seeing footage.
It's Waffle.
It's Waffle, yeah, 100%. I just looked.
Like, she sometimes, when she walks there, it's fine. But if she ethereal manipulates to me, she doesn't move. And because ethereal manipulation moves her next to me, she's off center.
Okay, did you know this before the night was over, out of curiosity? Did you know this before we were done for tonight, out of curiosity?
I mean, I'm right there. I know where she's standing.
Well, can you just answer my question, please?
Yes.
And why didn't you say so? Because we did bring up this. We did bring up this issue earlier with the Frey while we were still doing the raid fight.
Yes, and it was said for people to go to the middle.
Yeah, but I also never got an answer as to who was doing it. If you knew then, would have appreciated being told that. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely on her job to do so, but that's what I'm getting at, right? I could have told her then, now I can't because she's gone to bed, so I've got to wait till tomorrow. When
I did say it was on 3.
No. Did you know that Waffle was not being directly on the position?
Sometimes.
Did it not occur to you when we established that there was an issue that maybe you should have pointed this out?
Well, I said it was on 3, so it was obvious it was Waffle.
Not from my POV, it could have just as easily have been you. Because you never confirmed or denied it.
I wasn't asked.
Actually, you both were. The rest of the team can vouch for that.
I'm just confused.
Guys, did I not ask when remember when it happened the second time, right? Near the end of the night? Did I not ask for the people who were at Frey as to who was doing it? And did I not receive any answer?
I mean, you asked, we never really established what happened.
The question was directed, at least at one point, to both the team and then to Morby in particular. Like, it is what it is. Anyway.
It is, I just wish I didn't have to leave it till tomorrow now, that's all. It's my only annoyance with it.
I mean, strictly speaking, you know she's not actually in that. You could message her if you really wanted to.
No, I'd rather do it on voice chat.
But she did fix it, shows she got the message. Because I noticed that she started moving to the middle after she met you manipulated.
I'll bring it up with her tomorrow. No, like I said, my only annoyance here was that if the knowledge was there, that we knew there was a person who was directly causing it, which led to 2 pointless wipes, I wish I had been given a name. Because I can't see. It's directly opposite me and Nye. He can confirm that, so...
Yeah, I also can't see it. Like, at all.
That's my only annoyance with it, that's all. I don't know whether to strangle Morby or pattern for his ignorance, I guess.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards strangling, to be honest. No matter.
What?
I found the perfect P3S farming meme. I posted it in the meme dreams.
I think the funny thing for why Waffle thinks that's okay is because she's acting under the assumption that like people can see that through bird's eye, which is true, they can, but they shouldn't have to adjust for that. We gave everyone a strict spot to go for, didn't we, guys?
Yeah.
It's not so much that, it's just the second set of people don't have the AoE marker, so it's hard to tell where to stand.
You just
They're not
stand
in the middle.
directly in the cardinal center. That's all.
No, I mean the people with the AoE, after the, like, for the bright fires.
Yeah. It doesn't matter whether you have the area or not, directly in the cardinal center on the spot that Roy has pointed out several
That's
times.
not what Morby is saying, though. It's hard to see whether or not you will be able to hit a feather that is not in the middle to adjust.
Oh no, that's the point though, right? If they're all in the right spot, they should automatically. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
Did I see right? We don't actually have a Monday this time around.
Yeah. Again, if people are slightly tilting there, they shouldn't. There's literally no reason to do so.
And what are we tilting over?
No, as in not tilting in that sense, but like tilting in one direction or the other, because Waffle is insisting that she's been directly between both the lines and it's worked fine for her, which is fair enough. But as we have established, it hasn't for some people. So either she's wrong, or it only works in that angle but not another, or when this has happened a few times, some people are tilting slightly in one direction or the other, which they shouldn't be doing either because there's no reason to. It's easy enough to spot the dead center of the line.
That one was actually posted at some point in the past, but it's still hilarious and fitting for a theme, yeah. And the fight.
You know, I don't want to be harsh to Waffle here, but I can't believe I had to explain the fact that it should have been dead center, when if anyone had looked at any of the other markers, that would have been obvious. I mean, I just got to ask you guys, when we said put the flames on the markers, when we set up the markers and whatnot, right? Did it... Was I the only one who thought, okay, so we put them dead center of the marker? Please tell me I wasn't the only one who thought that.
I mean, it's standard procedure for us, but...
More or less a standard assumption.
I'm
Yes.
sure it was
Yeah.
said as well to stand dead center.
Again, I don't want to be harsh on that, but I can't believe I feel the need to explain that. I mean, honestly, if you just look at the picture and I posted, it just looks wrong. Okay. But I think regarding the matter of the aggro issue, Siegfried, I think what Morby said is good as well. We just turn off our stances when whatever ship begins and actually solve the issue.
Yeah, I already confirmed that's what I will be doing.
Yeah, I'll do the same as well, just to make sure there's no problems. It's an easy fix, we just have to remember to turn them back on.
Yeah, imagine tank stances being relevant.
Mm-hmm. And to be fair, you know, it's been a while since we had to think about that, so that may lead to some derps, but it'll work.
We'll be fine. I have to look at the available mitigation options there, because the last set of busters isn't too long ago.
The only thing I dislike about it right now is depending on where I choose to start, and I end up next to an ad, which is fine, is if that one if it decides to give me that one tether, which happened in the last poll, where it's like, oh hey man, I need you to run across all the way to the other side. I fucking hate that.
Yeah, considering that you may or may not be able to hit the bird that you start next to after getting healed up in the middle, it's good that they removed it from the passing. It would be super cancerous.
Yeah.
No.
But even if it's removed from the past, the big question still remains is it worth holding our burst there or not? Because don't forget, some of them are shorter. Mine's only 60 seconds.
I suspect these 60 seconds are fine to use. The 2 minutes we might have to hold.
So I can use everything, one.
Yes.
But just to be safe, I am still going to hold one onslaught. Just in case I end up with that situation, so I can close the distance a bit quicker. I still don't like trying to do IR though when that shit happens, because depending on how good the DPS is, and it's only going to get higher, I may have to hold it period just because I'm not going to get like a full IR off, and that just feels like shit. It doesn't last long enough for them to respawn.
Yeah, I have a shit ton of stuff that comes up during that point as well.
Are you holding Delirium? I'm curious, because you'd have literally the same problem.
I am not, no.
You managed to get all 3 of them off? It's really tight for me because it's not ready available instantly. But then again, what GCD are you doing Delirium on in the opener?
That happens on the 1st.
That's why. You're getting it ready. Mine doesn't happen until my 4th GCD. Well, 5th, counting Tomahawk, which I have to do. So.
Although I do move Delirium back later on. So it is just popped there, so it doesn't get in the way of a lot of shit.
But the point is, if I could push mine earlier, which unfortunately I can't, it wouldn't be an issue for me, but yeah. What I think I might just have to do instead to be safe is, while the guys are nuking one out, I just casually drop my IR Felk leaves on the other one instead and pray to God and I'll chill.
Yeah. I was like, there are definitely some issues with it that I've noticed insofar as my OGCDs coming up at that point, but I think it's manageable.
Mm-hmm.
For now, at least. When we kill them quicker, that might become an issue.
To be honest, like I said, I'm not concerned about losing GCDs there if it's not on the log. It literally doesn't matter then. I'm just concerned about losing hits on my buff, which I suppose may not matter anyway, but it just doesn't feel nice.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I can hold the primal render, which is great, so I can instantly pop one in the face when they come back up.